Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I appreciate you stopping by. I wanted today to do a little watercolor, another simple beginner watercolor with cats. So I'm just going to draw in with the pencil the image of the cats and the flowers, and then I'll come in with my Micron pen and then we'll paint it. Now I want this to be somewhat instructive, so I'm going to just show you some simple ways of making these cats. So I'm going to have this cat's head tilted, so I'm going to make a circle, semicircle, a little bit more narrow at the bottom. Now there will be erasing here because I never get everything right the first time, so. And the ears. Now the head's tilted somewhat, and that will show up when I draw in the body. Okay, then we bring in our nose. The smile, big eyes, exaggerated eyes, some dots here, and maybe the tail coming around. Again with the eraser. There we have it. Okay, easy as that. Now this little cat's going to have some stripes. Now this little one coming up is going to be like the baby. So small circle, ears, same face, and tail's going to be coming out that way, and we're going to put some legs on this one. Why not? Okay, so that's easy way to draw a cat or a couple of cats. So I'm just going to bring in some flowers here. Another one, let's say just a slight tip to the left. Sort of like a tulip. Another flower here. Let's just do not petals all the way around, just for something different. Now, as you can see, they're different heights, just to Now this one's going to be, I'm going this way and this way, so this one and this way and this way, so this one's going to be fairly straight. And what should we do here? Let's do another tulip. Okay, now down here is our ground, and we'll put, let's just put some leaves. Well, we have to put leaves on our flowers too, so let's just do that. Now I'm drawing a line here because I want the top portion, as if our light's coming this way, I want the top portion to be a little bit lighter. Okay, we need to come over one more flower here. Let's do another one with full petals. So there we have it. And we're going to have some leaves on the ground. And there we have our little drawing. Now we're going to come in with our Micron pen and fill it in. So I'm going to not talk through this so that I can speed it up. I'm going to put in some birds here. So yeah, so I'm going to speed it up and draw in with our Micron pen. Okay, so I have all my pen work done. I've come in with the black in all the areas that I want it. And when we're done painting, we can always come in and do a little more touch-ups, a few more touch-ups if we feel we need to. So yeah, I'm just going to come in with my paintbrush now and start painting. Now I'm going to start with a size 5 brush, and I think I'll start at the top and come down, just so I'm not smudging things. And let's see, let's make this flower blue. I'm going to use cerulean blue, I think. All right. Such a pretty blue. So we'll put down our first layer of color, and then if we want, we can come back in after it's dry and add some accents. I might come in with a cobalt blue or a darker blue. Now, do I want another blue flower here somewhere? Maybe right here. And as I said, we can make these darker. I tend to lean toward deeper, darker colors, so that's probably what will end up happening here too. Clean my brush, and I'm going to make this one yellow, I think. And I'm going to use, now that blue is Winsor Newton, and I'm going to use Daniel Smith yellow because it's a deeper, richer yellow. Now I'm trying to be careful not to have too much water on my brush because, as I said, I like the deeper, darker colors. And you see I'm holding it right down almost to the bristles. This flower could be red. I'm using Alizarin Crimson. Like I said, not too much water. This is a fairly dry brush. And you may have noticed that when I did come in to do the pen work, I didn't follow exactly what I had drawn in pencil. I mean, it's a good time for you to change anything that you don't like or fix mistakes or whatever it is you need to do. I'm sure there's people out there that can just come in with the pen and get it right the first time. Well, that's not me, so. Okay, let's try a pretty turquoise. Yeah, let's do a turquoise. So I hope everybody's well. We're having a bit of sunshine here today. That's nice. It's been wet and, well, it's winter, of course, here in Canada. Where I live on the east coast of Canada, we have actually the warmest average temperature in Canada is in the east coast. because we don't have a northern region to bring our averages down. So while southern BC, you know, they could be sitting at plus 10 Celsius, their average will come down because they have a northern region, which is colder. So yeah, so Nova Scotia has the warmest average temperature in Canada. So yeah, our average winter temperature is -1. We get lots of snow, or we used to get a lot of snow. We don't seem to be getting as much snow as we used to. A lot of rain because we're on the coast. And it, you know, if we don't get down to really frigid temperatures to create snow, it rains. So yeah, so lots of rain. We had a couple small snowfalls so far. And rain. So it's nice to see the sun, is my point. Okay. Now we need another color. I wonder if I shouldn't come in with another red. It's pretty strong. Or at least another strong color here. Let's mix it up. Now, I don't have... This is sort of an orange color. And this is M. Graham. So it's a honey-based paint, which makes it quite creamy. Look how bright this is all by itself. Meaning, you know, without me having to do layers. It's quite lovely. Okay. Now we'll do the bud here. Now I'm going to come into my Winsor & Newton again. This is raw umber. And that's the color of my cats. Now I find that if you bring some browns in, it complements your brighter colors. You know, and it's a place where your eyes can rest. So that's why I chose to make my cats raw umber. I think I'm going to make the mother a little darker, so I'll either come in darker now and or do a couple layers for the mother. Now, of course, in your little painting, you do whatever you want. If you decide to make the cats purple, then you go ahead. You do that. I just, like I said, I just find when I bring some browns in or grays, it's more neutral colors, it sort of grounds it. It just helps make my flowers, my grass, etc., stand out a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to let that dry, and I will add a bit more as a second layer. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit, or this will end up being quite a lengthy video. And I do think people prefer them, you know, maybe 25-30 minutes. Once you get into an hour and stuff, an hour or longer, it gets to be a little bit too long. So I'm going to make my leaves green, 2 shades of green. The top will be a lighter green because my light's coming from here. I'm going to make a light green wash on the bottom, green and brown I think, and then darker green for my leaves. So I'm going to speed up and yeah, and continue on. All right, so our painting part of our work is done, and this is where we come in with our Micron pens and possibly a white gel pen to add accents. So, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a few more lines in different areas like that. Now this will just give our little flowers a little more depth. And if you do your lines at a little bit of a curve, it gives the idea that the petals are coming in toward the center. And let's see, that might be it for the pen. I think I'm going to try to do a bit of work with my white gel pen. Okay, definitely going to put some dots here, the center of our flowers. Maybe some white lines on this flower. Where else might we want some white? This just helps your painting to pop a little bit. Okay, we might be done. I think I need to do something more here. Let's give the idea of some pollen floating away here. Maybe a bit of pollen here too. What the heck, eh? Okay. Need to do something with this flower. I think we're done. Now I'll finish that off. Actually, I want to do a little bit more down here, I think. It's looking a little too flat. So I'm going to bring my paint out and just add some, the idea of some, I don't know what you call it. Some movement. Not movement, it's ground. Some, you know, different levels. Some texture, some depth. There we go. I think that'll do it. There we have it. Do we want to darken these up a little bit maybe? Since we're here. Now I'm going to be adding camera varnish over the top of this. And then I'm going to bring in some Mod Podge, just because it'll give it some depth and finish our little painting. I'll take the tape off first. This is just painter's tape. I find it the easiest. Some people like to use washi tape, which I'm sure is fine. I'm just used to using the painter's tape, so that's what I use. So as I said, I'm going to spray a couple of coats of varnish on this, and then some Mod Podge, and then I'm going to come in and do the white areas again, because the Mod Podge and the varnish will dull the white a little bit. So yeah, back in a flash. So here's our little painting, varnished and Mod Podged. Now I'm going to come back in with my gel pens and redo my dots here. All the areas that are white, because as I said, once you put the varnish and the Mod Podge on, it dulls your white areas. And I'm not really crazy about the leaves, so I'm thinking I'm going to try this. I just find these leaves sort of compete with the leaves up by the flowers. So, and it brings more white into our painting. I love ink and wash. There's so much you can do with it. And I have to put whiskers on these cats. Oops. Okay, let's give our cat some whiskers. I think we're done. Maybe bring out the white dots in the leaves too, I guess. Now, totally up to you what you decide to do, whether you want to do the penwork or not, or if you want to varnish and Mod Podge it or not. I prefer to do that. I just like the sheen. I like the, and it does add a bit of dimension to your little painting. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, I would love it if you subscribed. If you're already subscribed, don't forget to press that notification bell so you know each time I upload. It seems that of every upload I have, I only have 10% that are through notifications. So people are subscribing, but they're not pressing the bell. So press the bell. It's free. And likes are free. Anyway, you folks have an absolutely fabulous day. And remember, today is a good day to have a good day. Bye for now.